Now listen, there's one thing about me. If I see a story that is going to be discussing Black history, you know I'm tuning in, especially if I never heard of the story before. And this one blew me away and filled me with so much emotion and pride. So I'm super excited for this one. And folks, without further ado, let's jump into my review of the new movie, Clotilda, The Return Home. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new film, Clotilda, The Return Home. This 1 hour special is coming to Disney Plus June 17th. So this film is hosted by Tara Roberts. Tara has just been doing amazing work, a true activist in terms of all things Black. Let's just put it what it is. And, you know, for everything that she's done in terms of being a writer, a storyteller, you know, even being a deep sea diver, like, which is like, you know, I had a chance to talk to her and like, you know, running joke within the Black community is that Black people don't swim. But like on that note, she deep sea dives. And like, with that being said, that just tells you that like she is out here busting all sorts of different norms, standards, and telling these stories of Black history that some of us may never heard of. And that brings us to another one. First of all, let me just give a shout out to the diving team, the Black scuba divers, diving with a purpose. You want to look them up. There's so much more story, I'm sure, to be told there. But to kind of connect this all together, the Clotilda, you may wondering what that is. That's a slave ship. And not only is it just any slave ship, it happens to be the last slave ship to leave Africa to enter the United States with slaves on them, way after it was considered illegal. And then ultimately, there had been rumors, especially within our community, that this ship was basically off the coast of Alabama, was burnt down. And the ruins or the remains should still be there. And obviously, when the stars align, when the water's low, and there's an opportunity for scuba divers to go find the remains, then we could be not only completing a piece of our history, but like actually having the proof on it. And it was discovered. So that was just a part of this story here. So like, you know, that's already fascinating in its own. Listen now here. We're talking about the last slave ship to leave Africa to enter the United States. So it went from Africa to Alabama. And with all these slaves that went there, they also, once free, started their own town called Africa Town. But again, because of these folks, they were aware of these stories. These stories were passed down generations. So really finding the ruins to this ship, this last known slave ship to enter the United States, is just a fantastic story. And to have that proof it's just beautiful. But then, as I said, there's more to this, because the last survivor of the last slave ship known to enter the United States, his descendants are here to take him back home. And that descendant that last survivor of the last known slave ship, his name is Cudjo. So Cudjo is a story you really will be blown away about. He was taken from his town, and this story gets really deep. I don't want to give too much away, but like it explores exactly why he was put on a slave ship at the age of 19 and sent to America. And I mean, this is at the age of 19, leaving everything that he knew and knows, sent to a place of unknown. And he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. He doesn't know what's there, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, at the age of 19. And like the story behind that is just mind blowing, and it's emotional. But nonetheless, the descendants of Cudjo, they and then all the survivors and all the slaves that were set free, their whole goal was to get back to Africa. That's all they ever wanted to do. But because the economy went up, they were not able to afford to get back. They had saved money to do so, and then the money went up, the prices went up, and they couldn't go back. So that's why they made Africa Town. and they decide to stay here. But after they pass, and after that being everybody go, it's their descendants now wanting to take them back. So in this journey to not only take him back in terms of a tribute to him back, they take soil and dirt back from his burial site. Back to Africa. That's their plan. They also discover so much more about where he came from, his town, his house, his community, and these community of folks embrace this family. They embrace this family in a way that will bring you to tears, because not only are these folks open-armedly welcoming folks back to Africa, but they remembered Cudjo. Like, they have a memorial for him, so the family consider them family, and it's just such a beautiful thing. And ultimately, while this sounds like a story that's just about the descendants taking him back in honor of who he is and his wishes, this is actually a story for all of us, and it's such a powerful story, and there's so many different things that they celebrate in this film, but also educate with you as well. And in an hour, you can't even believe just how much knowledge you obtain. It's really a truly powerful documentary. And even to the point that you have somebody like Zora Neale Hurston, who was filming Cudjo. So you have one legend filming another legend, which is just kind of mind-blowing in its own, But with all of that, listen, this story is filled with emotion. It is truly a spiritual journey, and it gives so much detail, so much facts, and really, as a lot of our history has been suppressed, we continue to learn more and more about Black history, and this film is just another example of just how much some of us may not know, but how important it is that we do. So, like, for what it's worth, 1 hour on June 17th, stop what you're doing, get on Disney Plus and check out the Clotilda, The Return Home. Learn about this ship, learn about Cudjo, and not even just Cudjo Lewis, Gumpa Lee, because Gumpa has a unique story. I'm not going to give anything away on there, but Gumpta's descendant also has a purpose in taking him back as well. And Gupta is a royalty. So this is a bloodline of royalty willing to do this job in terms of taking their relatives back home. So yeah, crazy. But anyway, check this out. You really, 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 really need to check this out. You will feel so empowered, so lifted, and really, truly kind of be brought to tears. So, you got to see. But yeah, jump in the comments, folks, once you check this one out. And as always, stick around for more reviews here at Big Old Belt Media very soon. Thank you for watching.
I